Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Josie, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Josie's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. And the correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Josie has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will be sure to show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now, as you can see, Josie is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, and that is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Josie take off doing that now, and the command that you're going to give is Josie heel, and you're going to simply start walking, and then she should fall in line heeling appropriately on your left-hand side. She should be keeping at your pace, whether you're walking at a faster pace or a slower pace, and she should not be lagging behind on that leash nor lunging ahead. If she is to do so, tell her no, give her a tug and release on the training collar, and repeat the heel command to her. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is the automatic sit, so anytime that you're out walking with her and you stop, she should sit nicely at your left heel position. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command, and that's a hand and a voice command. Use the open flat of your left palm in front of her muzzle and the one-word command to stay, and then walk out to the end of your training leash. Now Josie should remain seated in this position and should not break. This is a great command to practice frequently throughout your day to help build up Josie's ability to sit and stay for longer periods of time. When working on this at home, you want to start at about 1 minute, and you'll increase your intervals over time, working up to a total of 3 minutes for your long sit stay. When Fred returns back, he's going to walk all the way around counterclockwise and behind, returning so that Josie is directly on his left-hand side once again. And they're going to demonstrate their heel sit and stay for you again. Open flat of your left palm in front of her muzzle, the one-word command to stay, and then out to the end of the leash. And then this time they're going to demonstrate the come or the recall command. We're going to call Josie in using her name in a happy tone.
Josie, come.
She should then come in and sit directly in front of you. Good girl. And then she's going to return to heel position with an exercise called the finish, where she heels behind you, returning to your left-hand side and sitting nicely. And they're going to demonstrate that again. Leave her in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the leash, give her a moment to hold that sit stay, and call her in using her name in a happy tone. Good girl. She comes in and sits around the back, turning to your left-hand side. Good girl. It's very important to keep Josie motivated when working her through her commands and let her know that she's doing a good job completing them, and you can do so by using lots of positive reinforcement. Whether you're verbally praising her and telling her she's a good girl, or physically praising her and petting her, just make sure you're letting her know that she's doing a great job completing those commands appropriately. The next command they're going to demonstrate is the first of our down commands, and this one is the down from the heel position. Again, use the open flat of your left palm, but this time straight down towards the ground, and the one-word command to down. Then before you walk out to the end of that training leash, don't forget to give that stay command. And again, she should remain laying down in this position and should not break. Incorporate this command into your daily activities as well to practice frequently to help build up the ability to downstay for longer periods of time. And your downstay starts at around 3 minutes, and you'll increase your intervals working up to 5 minutes. Fred's returning back. Good job, Miss Josie, staying down there. It's also a good time to remind you that although you should be generalizing your commands throughout the day in your activities, you want to make sure that you are also incorporating about a 10 to 15 minute formal obedience training session into your day every day for the first couple of weeks, at least that she's home. So Freddy's on another down stay. You also want to make sure that you're practicing your commands both indoors and outdoors. And now they're going to demonstrate the come or the recall command from the down position for you this time.
Josie, come.
She gets up, comes on in. Good girl.
Josie.
And then they do have one last command to demonstrate for you, and that's the second of the down commands, which is our down from a distance. And for this command, you'll leave her in a sit-stay. Walk out to the end of your training leash, and out at the end of your training leash, use your right hand to give her the down command, where she should drop into a down at the end of the leash. Good girl. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Josie has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Josie, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.